Hello again, Power Ranger family, friends, and fans. It is Monster Monday once again. Oh, and yes, I'm back. I realize I missed a couple weeks there, but we had the holidays going on, and I want to make sure everybody had a happy New Year, happy Christmas, happy whatever other holidays you celebrated. Hope you had time to spend with family and friends like I did. That was what kept me away from recording for a couple weeks. But it's time to bring back Baboo's Monster Review because, as you all know, monsters need love too. And before we get into the new episode, I do want to make one quick announcement. As you may have seen on my social media, Facebook and Insta, I do now have a booking agent. I am signed with Baboo Entertainment. I have the link in the description down below. So anybody that's curious about getting me out to their local convention, that is the person you need to go through now. Well, the company, Baboo Entertainment. Just pass that information on to whoever runs the convention, and they'll know what to do from there. Okay, so back into it now. We are up to episode 23. So, again, we finished the big Green Ranger arc. Now, all of a sudden, Tommy, who could have been the greatest villain, is a good guy. Boo. So we tried a little something last week, but now we have someone new for the Rangers to fight. And this one is a very difficult fight for them. I'm kind of impressed with the way this one went. The costume looks good. The special effects, the powers that the monster had was great. Really put the Rangers in a bind. But just couldn't finish the deal, just like every other time. But let's jump into episode 23 of season 1, Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Come on, sign the petition. Please help us save more spirit
So we
statues.
start
Come on,
off
help preserve our
with
city's history. Save our statue.
What's the
Big deal. It's a
kids
pile
in
of old
school
concrete.
petitioning to save a statue.
Maybe we'll get some decent chicken and ribs.
Yeah, some decent
That for
chicken
some
and ribs.
reason the
It's not
park
good.
needs to take
Everybody's wondering why the
down
statue was
to
put
put
up
up a
in the first
barbecue
Right,
pit.
according to the legend, the forest spear provides buffer against
I
harmful
don't know, the park's
arthropods.
pretty big. I think they
It's to
can put a
protect all of us
barbecue
against
pit
that
just
insect.
about
For that,
anywhere.
because crawlers give me the heebie-jeebies.
Probably putting it
Especially
closer to the tables,
See the
picnic
flower in the
tables would
statues
have
there?
been
That's to
smarter
remind us that most insects are helpful to humans.
Hey, Bulk,
choice.
how do bugs help humans?
Let's find out.
Okay, this was great. Bulk and Skull actually went this far. Now, of course, when they did that, you're not seeing any of the bugs on the floor. It wasn't the live bugs they threw. Even when it comes to insects, that is an issue with making sure no animals were harmed in the creation of this television episode. So we do a close-up shot of the moving, and then of course we've got the tarantula on Zach, who now we find out is scared of spiders. Now, I'm going to say, the whole point was to get it off. You want to save the insects. You don't want to just smash it, especially tarantulas. They're actually kind of fragile. If you drop them from a height, you can actually hurt or kill them if they land on their bellies. So, but again, that was not a real... It was real for the one shot, and then as they're going to smash them, it was a fake one that was yanked off with a string.
Listen, you bionic bean brains. What goes around, comes around.
Okay, now this leads me to believe something is going to happen to Bulk and Skull later. I mean, this is foreshadowing at its best. But we'll see. Alrighty, now we get to the good stuff. On to the moon.
Look, there he
Actually,
is!
not yet.
I don't know why we
Look,
don't want
it's
this.
Swan
It's just a
Baboo.
dumb-looking statue.
Let's zap it and scram!
Yeah, to the moon.
And a bunch of putties, so we're stealing the statue apparently.
Go, buddies. Rita's going to be really happy with us this time.
Not sure why we had to have the cloak thrown over it to actually steal it, but whatever. Oh yeah, so they could actually make it disappear. They were just doing the teleport up.
How did it go at science lab?
Miss McBart's went berserk when I only turned in 3 ants and a cockroach. The rest of them got away, huh? We can thank Bulk and Skull for that.
Lost a whole
have to
bunch of
replace
insects. Now they
I
get to
know.
go.
Let's have a picnic, and then they'll just come to us. I think we have to be a little bit more aggressive than that.
That was actually a smart idea by Kimberly. That was kind of funny.
Oh, cute!
And there we have
I always wanted a
another.
little mouse for a pet.
He's not a pet. This is Jack,
creature,
my research
shall we say.
Yeah, well, I like mice just a little bit more than like those creepy, crawly bugs. Ugh.
Okay, so Zach doesn't like bugs. Now he doesn't like mice either.
Oh, look. The geeks have a new mascot.
Jason hasn't had too many
A
lines
new
yet.
mascot. Well, he's smarter than some humanoids I know.
Hey, you can't talk about bulk like that.
That was actually funny,
All I
Skull.
know is he never failed an IQ test.
Oh, yeah?
Hey!
Well, let's see if he can handle an obstacle course.
Jack, no. Hey. What's this?
Apparently, Skull knows hip hop keto also. No, not quite. Okay, so is that the comeuppance, or is there something else? Again, what goes around comes around.
That was very
That
brave
was
of you,
Skull,
Nice
but
catch, Bulk.
nothing happened to Bulk. And then Skull gets dropped by Bulk. Okay, so here we go, and Finster, like the true artist that he is just admiring the statue.
Marvelous piece of earth artwork that must have taken at least an hour to put together.
At least an
Shall I
hour
place
to
it in
put
the
together.
dining
I'm sure it
room,
took a
my
little bit
queen?
longer than that to chisel
Then
that out of
the
stone.
parlor, perhaps?
Just shush! Listen! First things first, Finster, make me a monster!
Yes, my queen. One sweet, slimy spider monster coming up.
Okay, so she doesn't say what kind of monster she wants, but Finster's already got a sweet, slimy spider monster coming up. They don't even show him pulling the lever on the Monster-matic, and now we have the spider. Which you can't... Let me back up just a hair. Okay. That is really not what any spider looks like. Yes, it has 8 legs, as we'll see later. That looks actually more like some kind of tick, which are also arachnids in the same family as spiders. But
We'll
we'll let it
stash this
slide.
slimy beast in this exact duplicate of the statue we stole. Throw in some spiders and moths.
Okay, this exact duplicate, which is not an exact duplicate.
Slimy beast in this exact duplicate of the statue we stole. Throw in some spiders.
Okay, that is not a flower, which was pointed out to us specifically by Trini, because the flower is to remind us that bugs are helpful, which they are.
Spiders and moths. And now, can you lunkheads guess what's next?
Yeah, the Spidertron is hidden in the statue.
Spider-Tron.
Then you
I think
release
it's
it
actually
and
supposed to be
make it grow, and it
Spider-Tron. That's
completely
what
crushes
everything
the whole
else
city.
says.
Just what I was gonna say.
But what are the moths
And
for, your
Ranger
nastiness?
What do you think?
No, well, it's hard to say.
Sleeping powder.
Okay, now again, really smart idea. Sleeping powder.
And put everyone to sleep,
Puts everybody to
including
sleep.
The Power Rangers.
You see, I was smart enough to
What a
figure
plan,
that out.
What a plan!
It's classic.
Alright, so now we have the Rangers back out looking to replace all kinds of bugs that were
This
lost.
place is excellent. It's perfect for acquiring insects.
Hey, where's Tommy and Zach? Well, Tommy's gonna catch up with us later, after karate practice. And you know how Zach is around bugs.
Especially spiders. Yeah.
Come on, he has a hip-hop keto class to teach.
Alright, so now we know besides Jason teaching his karate class, now Zach is teaching hip-hop keto. Okay.
Looks like there's enough bugs around here. Let's get to work.
Okay, come on. Look at the size of this cricket. You know, they're not so bad once you get to know them.
I don't really see any of them moving or anything, but you know, okay, whatever.
hate to disturb their nature, huh?
No, you don't almost hate to, Rita. We know you're looking forward to disturbing their
Hey, Billy,
naturehood.
kind of
Not sure
like
if that's
this.
really a word.
Ooh, that's a nice find. Let me consult my manual.
Billy didn't know right off the bat what that was. I'm shocked.
Back.
And here come the putties. Now we got, looks like a 5-on-4 here because we only have 4 Rangers. Queenie going right at it, and Billy not going right at it. Kimberly getting even some good kicks in. That's the on hold there. And Billy decides to catch his in the butterfly. Nice kick. I think he was going to flip him there for a second, but of course the 2-on-1 goes after the leader. Nice jump into your kick. That again, I started up here. Actually got a shot in at him, but you know Jason can handle a couple of putties. And now we disappear. So what was the point of that?
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Distraction,
all about?
maybe?
I don't know. But you can be sure that Rita's up to no good.
Well, of course she is. And now we have Zach and his hip-hop keto. Looks even funnier and super fast. Now, if he's supposed to be teaching this to these kids, I mean, that's a little intricate right off the bat. And of course, there's the opening credit scene of Zach.
That's cool.
Alright, now
The
hip-hop
kids
keto, like
all
all other martial arts,
like
teaches
it.
self-confidence and discipline.
Obviously, they
use moves for
signed up for
self-defense
the
when you're away.
class, so they must
Okay?
think it's must have
Alright.
thought it was interesting
I'm
to
gonna show you guys
begin
another
with.
combination, and I'm gonna start with something simple this time. Who wants to go first?
Okay, there we go.
Alright, step one up. You guys back up and give us a little room, okay?
Excuse me.
Alright, here we go. Ready?
Alright, so step, step, kick.
Okay, that's pretty good, pretty good.
And
I think
guard.
you need
Okay.
funkier music. You guys want funkier music? Yeah. Oh man, I left the cassette in my car. I gotta go get it. So you guys stay here and practice. I'll be right back.
That's
okay?
funny. I didn't think Zach was the forgetful one. I always thought somebody else was the forgetful one, but that's an episode for another day. Alright, so here come the moths. All of a sudden they're much larger. Or they're just right in front of the camera, but somehow they're able to spray the powder backwards. But it works. Puts the kids to sleep. Something's wrong.
Hey, come on, you guys. Come on. Hey,
Zach
Hey,
comes
what's going on
back,
here?
thinks
Come
it's
on,
a joke, which is, yeah, I would think so too.
they're all asleep. Zordon, come in. This is Zach.
Yes, Zachary.
I got a big problem down here at Angel Grove Park.
Ay, 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 ay. Zach, you aren't kidding.
Those butterflies were made of sleeping powder. Leave the area at once.
Made
You are
of
the
sleeping
next
powder?
target.
No. First of all, they weren't butterflies, they were moths.
Oh man.
Moths actually do have powder on their wings to keep them dry to help them fly. If you were to actually rub the powder off of the moths, they can't fly any longer, so that's cruel. Don't do that.
Hey man,
That's
someone's
also
gotta
why
stop
they
this.
don't fly in rainy weather.
The Four Spirit statue. It's supposed to protect people against bad bugs. Ah, these bugs are as bad as it gets. I gotta go. Oh man, this is impossible. That statue's covered with those butterflies.
Again, they're not butterflies, they're moths.
Wait, that's not the real statue. It's got snakes in its hair.
And that's what it should look like, and that's what it does look like. So again, Rita, not an exact copy, which is why Zach figures out right away. Rita sent it, morphs, and he does the absolute wrong thing, destroying it, which releases Spidertron. Again, no spider has markings like that, more likely a tick, but
I hate spider.
kind of cool looking. Either way, and then Goldar comes by to help, but this should have been
I
an
think that's enough
easy,
specimens for Mr. Bart.
easy 2-on-1. We're done with Zach kind of battle, but
Between putties and bugs, I am white. I hear ya. Come on, let's head back. Yeah.
Zordon, we read you. Ranger.
and of course Zordon lets them know.
Right.
Zach's getting his butt kicked. I mean, he's facing insurmountable odds. Alright, here we go. Now it's battle time. Now we get this at regular speed. And Spidertron comes in, hits him with webs. I'm not sure. And Goldar just fires something at him to knock him down. They're stuck in the web. Somehow, except for Zach, maybe because he was at the back, didn't get as much webbing on him. Blast Goldar and Spidertron, and Rita's like, I'm not having any of that. It's time to make him grow. Didn't say let my monster grow, so didn't say let Spidertron grow, my spider. Alright, so here we go. So of course, yeah, we need Zords. We can't fight anybody on our own. A little more involved sequence here, though, actually. Even though we've seen it all before, we get a little bit extra, a little longer time on the jump. We actually see Pterodactyl inside the volcano, not just flying out of it. And of course, here we go into the Zord, into their Zords, because they can't fight it on their own because it's too big.
All right, Rangers, let's power up.
right to battle mode. They didn't even try using the tank. Didn't try firing him that way. It's like right to Mega Sword, which, okay, I get it. Well, they did not summon the end-all be-all wins every time Mega Sword, which I thought was interesting. Megazord thinks he can take it by himself. Alright, let's see. Alright, that was a good hit. You knocked him down. And not quite sure what this is. It looks like it should be more webbing type material.
I can't move the feet.
For that reason, but it also looked like it was like acid because you get the hissing sound like it was dissolving something. But now we've got the web, and just with the, and then lightning. I mean, that's a pretty powerful monster. I can basically get you stuck in place and then just blast you with electricity. Yay!
Transformation complete.
So okay, so the bright idea now is not to call down the Mega Sword, but let's split up. Let's go back to the individual Zords and see what we can do. Well, maybe not, because the only one that looks like it's individual right now... Okay, there we go. So, T-Rex doing nothing. Triceratops Cannon Blast doing nothing.
You mess with my friends, now I'm gonna mess with you. You're gonna find out what
and here we have Zack overcoming his fear of spiders and bugs, just like Trini overcame her fear of heights in episode 2. And he's gonna freeze Spidertron, which again should work. I'm sure most spiders can't handle the cold very well, but he shakes it off and blasts him again. Again, only 3 there. It's kind of like Kimberly was forgotten for the rest of this episode. Really not much pterodactyl use at all outside of making the Megazord.
Zordon, come in.
Yes, Jason.
We need Tommy's help.
Tommy's doing his karate practice by himself in the middle of the park with a sword. Oh, I'm sorry. A couple of cops come walking by. That's going to be something very interesting to explain. Oh, no, I'm just practicing karate by myself in public with a sword. No, that's perfectly normal.
I'm on my way. Dragon sword.
Okay. We have another sequence.
All right, Tommy.
Again, blowing through a helmet into a flute that sounds like a trumpet. Same footage we've seen of the Zord summoning. And now it's time for a fight. See how strong Spidertron and Dragon Zord are now. Tail Whip didn't even knock him down. Spidertron takes that punch pretty well too. Cheap shot, kick to the shins. But here we go again. Catches Dragon Zord in the spider web and is able to actually lift him. And then fires little spiky things at him. Dragon Zord missiles. Break his grip on the web, but don't do anything else otherwise. Alright, so now we got T-Rex and Dragon together. Both getting shocked with some electricity. Let's go with Mega Dragon Zord.
Let's bring our Zords together and blast this bug.
And again, so we have Zack, Billy, and Trini Zords combining with T-Rex and Dragon Zord. So Kimberly just isn't important anymore. Got a good little fight sequence against some putties, and that's it. And tells Bulk and Skull that what goes around comes around. Even the drill. Alright, drill did some damage too. Knocked him down. Whoop, done. So, one shot with the drill. Again, question is, why didn't you just summon the Mega Sword? Because that seems to beat everybody anyway.
Hey. What's this falling asleep in the
Again, he did a good job there.
I'm gonna have to put you guys in some vitamins or something.
strong enough one-on-one, but for some reason, even though he was able to defeat the Megazord, the Dragon Zord was too much for him.
All together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah.
Alright, so back at class with the kids, like no time has passed.
That's terrific.
Hey guys, guess what? City Council decided not to tear down the statue.
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't tear down the statue.
They couldn't believe how many signatures we got on the petition. They declared it a historical landmark.
Hey, Zach, did this experience help you overcome your fear of spiders? Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, I can positively say that is one problem I have overcome.
Okay, so again, just like Trini overcoming her fear of heights to save Billy, he's overcome his fear of spiders, or not. And that's the end of it. Okay. And into credits, we don't need to see that. We are back. Okay, so a couple of things here. Incidentally, even though there were no speaking lines for Spidertron, the grunts and growls were voiced once again by Tom Weiner. Bulk and Skull. What goes around comes around. We're waiting for something to happen to him. If it was just a mouse crawling up Skull's pants leg and up his back, again, that was okay. Maybe that was revenge on Skull, but it didn't do anything to Bulk other than him having to catch Skull, who he then dropped anyway. Again, Spidertron did a great job. One of Finster's best monsters, even though it's not really a spider. Was able to handily take care of Megazord even. Dragon Zord by himself. But the combined Mega Dragon Zord was just a little too much for him. We didn't get even the shot of Rita complaining that she lost. This was just beat him. Dragon Zord drill took care of him in one shot. He disappeared. We don't go back to the moon base to find out the reaction, so we don't know if Rita had a headache or not this time. But there we have it. So thank you all again for checking out the show. Thanks for hanging with me after a 2-week absence. But again, holidays or some other stuff going on. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad you guys are tuning in to watch. I'm going to put together shortly a playlist of all 5 of the Green Ranger episodes, so it's all in one shot for you to watch it consecutively if you haven't seen that one yet. I do appreciate all you guys. I mean, the views have gone way up. So I think the final Green Ranger episode is up over 850 views. I'm up to 86 subscribers as of this recording. Again, it looks like when I get to 100, I am going to do a random drawing of the first 100 to give away. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do like a Facebook call with whoever wins, or for like 10 or 15 minutes, just to give you some personal time with Baboo. If I've met you at a con, well, then you may have already had some face-to-face time with me, but it's still cool getting a phone call from somebody, I hope. And you get to ask questions, and you don't have to worry about other people listening or interrupting or waiting, you having to wait in line for somebody else, and then they ask the question you wanted to ask. So I think that's where we're going to go with it. But for now, guys, I appreciate you very much. If you like what you're seeing, hit those likes, add to those, subscribe to the channel. We want to get to 100 as soon as we can. And remember, as always, monsters need love too.